देते हैं और हमसे खास बातचीत में सौरभ मुखर्जी ने कहा कि ऑटो सेक्टर के अपने पसंदीदा शेयरों के बारे में उन्होंने क्या बताया, आइए आपको एक बार सुनवा देते हैं।
We have investments in Eicher Motors, we have investment in Suprajit Engineering. We think both are high quality franchises. Both have demonstrated an ability to deliver return on capital above cost of capital over long periods of time. Smart capital allocators, good competitive advantage. So if we take the bullish view, as we go into an auto recovery, an economic recovery, abundant availability of credit, this sector should compound for us at around 20% on these stocks. Suprajit and Eicher Motors should compound for us at 20% over the next at least 2 to 3 years until the next auto downturn comes along. I think what happens to telecom now is what's happened to telecom for the last 20 years, which is it doesn't make any money. So because barriers to entry remain relatively low, right? It's, as we've seen repeatedly over the last 20 years, not just in India, actually across the world. Every time this whole business comes along of one or two players doing reasonably well, few more people come in, they lower the return ratios for the industry. And this is yet another industry very similar to aviation, actually, where you can have very good growth in business volumes over long periods of time, as we've had in India in telecom and in aviation. You can have very good growth in business volumes, but you don't actually make any money. You don't make money in the sense of your return on capital never exceeds your cost of capital. So I think that's the way the telecom sector globally will continue to be for the telcos themselves. There's been plenty of talk that order books of Indian IT services companies and the global IT services companies will be squeezed, will shrink in light of a US recession. But it's just been talk. We haven't seen any evidence either from Accenture or from TCS, or indeed even from, say, a company like TSMC, Taiwan Semiconductor. We haven't seen any tangible evidence of a material slowdown in tech spending by the Fortune 500 companies. So far, it's just been speculation that there'll be a slowdown in IT spend. Not a single IT company that I've spoken to or that has announced results has actually shown any weakness in their order book. So we remain invested in HDFC Bank. I thought there were solid results. Similarly, Kotak Bank, we remain a large investor in. Bajaj Finance, Cholamandalam, Avas Home Finance, as we've discussed on your show before, that going into a solid economic recovery with the cost of money being low in India by historical standards, what we currently have is very low cost of money. I think we will see a very good 2 to 3 years for all the lenders that we are invested in. Are we putting more money to work? Yes, we're considering reducing some of our exposure to, say, the brokerage sector and loading up further on the lending sector. But that's been an ongoing process to increase exposure to lenders over the last year or so. We'll potentially carry on doing so, increasing our exposure to high quality lenders.
बिल्कुल, तो ये थे सौरभ मुखर्जी, ऑटो, विप्रो और मार्केट पर अपना व्यू शेयर करते हुए। आईटी और फाइनेंशियल स्पेस भी इन्हें अच्छे लग रहे हैं, लेकिन